Hi guys, Vechs here. Welcome to another stream slash YouTube video. Uh, it's Tuesday, and that means I'm live streaming. And I asked my peeps in the chat in Discord, hey, do you guys want to see Celeste or do you want to see working on Super Hostile? And I think everybody said they want to see working on Super Hostile, so here we are again. Maybe I'll live stream again this week and do Celeste because I don't want to forget about it. But the people have voted, and they want to see where I'm working on Super Hostile. So let's take off my armor here. And uh-oh, my temperature is dropping. Negative 61. Negative 71. So I was working out where to put the temperature. And I wanted it to be easy to see, but I didn't want it in your face all the damn time. So I've put it on the scoreboard up there, so you can just hit tab to check your temperature. And you can see it'll show up each player's temperature. So you can see each other's temperature if you're playing multiplayer. So that's pretty cool. All right. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and pull up the code, and I can show this off. And also, I'm going to put my. We got to come up with. We're draining by 10. So let's come up with 10 units of armor. There's 6. There's 5. Is that enough? There we go. Alright, we've got some armor on, and it's enough to barely get us. We're getting one. We're warming up by 1 unit every round, I suppose. Alright, cool. Let's have a look at the code. Boop! Alright, so let's go through this. Before I do that, I'll check chat real quick. Zomble said you should add a snuggle feature with a pet wolf to warm up. Oh. Huh. Samir the Knight asks, so it's unique per person now. Heck yeah, it is. King of the Twitch, but my death counter. Does that work on single player, though? Does tab... yeah, I'm on single player right now. Okay. Alright. So, basically... there's nothing left of the old temperature system that was using the command blocks. It's pretty much all brand new code. I just started over because I thought I could do it better. All right, let's start at the beginning up here. All right, so the last stream we had worked out the pseudocode, basically the steps that I needed to take to do what I wanted to do, and in what order, which is an important step. It's a scary feeling when you start a new project and you're looking at a completely blank page. So even just working out what you're going to do and putting like a summary in comments through it, whether it's an essay or a page of code, computer code, either way, it's pretty helpful to get an outline of what you want to do. Some of the hardest parts of starting a project is just looking at that completely blank screen and just start typing. That's a big step. So the first comments. Okay, so determine map ambient temperature between negative 1,000 and 1,000, where 0 is perfect comfort. Determine temperature change rate. The higher this value, the more armor is needed to mitigate. So each map would have different settings. So, and then here's some notes for myself here. Full leather is 7 points of armor, full iron is 15 points of armor, and full diamond is 20 points of armor. Isolation's ambient temperature, basic temperature, is negative 700. The isolation temperature change is 10. That means every round, each round being 3 seconds, it's going to try to change the temperature by 10. So next up, so we've got that basic information figured out. Next up, we want to drag players' temperatures towards the map ambient. So, scoreboard players remove at A, score temperature minimum, negative 700, score temperature 1000, temperature 10. Okay, what does all that mean? Okay, well, scoreboard means we're doing something with the scoreboard. Players, yep. Remove. Now, this always hangs me up a little bit. It's scoreboard players add, and then you would think it would be scoreboard players subtract, add and subtract. No, it's not subtract, it's remove. Remove means subtract. And furthermore, maybe you would have thought like scoreboard players uh, like operation, and then you could do negative 10 to subtract 10. Nope. You always have to feed it positive numbers. So you have to specify scoreboard players add, and then it's positive and you're adding, or scoreboard players remove, and it's still a positive number, and that's how much you're removing. As my fiance would say, it's a bit dicky. She said that we were watching Vampire Diaries last night, and she giggled a bit at the motorbike helmets that the characters were wearing, and she said they looked a bit dicky. And I was like, what? Because she's a Kiwi, proper New Zealander. And I was like, sweetie, what does dicky mean? I mean, I got context clues that maybe it's silly, and yes, she said it means dicky is basically kind of silly. Uh, so I'm going to just steal that Kiwi slang, and I'm going to say the way Mojang has done this is a bit dicky. Um, it has nothing to do with the word dick is like the vulgar for male parts. So don't let that hang you up either. um, although I try not to use too much profanity on my stream, but sometimes I do. So it's not you know totally safe for work. Uh, anyway, so yeah, so we got the Dicky Mojang code here, and so we come under to score temperature. So temperature is a variable. It's a scoreboard objective, and you have to specify the minimum. You want to find everybody, and once you find everybody, specifically you want to find everybody whose score of temperature is at minimum negative 700, and then at maximum positive 1000. And then take away 10 of the temperature. What that means, this part right here, this negative 700 part right here, the score temperature min, what that means is you once you hit that negative 700, then when this code comes around and looks at you, it won't make you go below that. Easy peasy. So that means that Isolation's basic ambient of negative 700 is not the coldest it could be, which allows for areas of isolation to be even colder, and I will get to that very soon. Okay, next up, allow armor points to insulate the players by dragging them towards 0. Okay, we need two operations here. We need to make each player on the server, so execute at A. We need to go grab the players who are in the negatives, so we're going to grab the people who are at negative 1000 to negative 1. So anybody that's got a score of negative 1000 to negative 1 in the negatives. Then we're going to identify them and force them to execute scoreboard players operation at P temperature plus equals at P armor. Oh boy, what the hell's that? Okay. So this right here is using the operation command. So obviously scoreboard versus scoreboard, it's dealing with players. Yeah, sure, scoreboard players, we got that. Operation is, I've actually never used this. I don't think I've ever actually used operation before, and I had to go figure out how the hell it works. But I had to add a variable, a scoreboard objective called armor, which is equal to armor. Duh. So it's a variable called armor that is equivalent to the player's armor value. I know that's very self-explanatory, but it still needs to be explained because if you don't make these variables, then they won't work. You can't just have something named that hasn't been created yet. So switching back to the game real quick, scoreboard objectives list. Okay, yeah, there's temperature, which displays as temperature and is just a dummy. Armor displays as armor and is type armor, right? So timer is a dummy, wool total is also a dummy, and HP is health. Um, so that right there is if you're playing a multiplayer. I use this same system in SHO, Super Hostile Online. If you look at it, if you look at an ally, if you look at a fellow player, I was going to say allied player, but then I realized that allied player implies that there's non-allied players, which implies PvP, which there isn't. So I want to be precise in my speech, as Jordan Peterson says. If you look at a player, you'll actually see their health above their head. So you can look at somebody and see how much life they have. It's really cool. It's a neat little system. So yeah, so this kind of thing is you would just do scoreboard objectives add, and then I would have typed armor, and then you press tab again, and the game hangs for a second because this is huge, the auto completion here. But I would simply say I don't want air. You could track all these different things, and I looked for temperature in here, but no, sad. Armor. So there you go. So that's what I typed to get that armor objective. So we're adding an objective called armor, and it's not a dummy, it actually represents armor. So it's plugged into a value in the game. So that's pretty cool. How's our temperature? Oh, look, we're coming. Excellent. Let's actually watch this here. We should come up and stop perfectly on 0. I am playing a LAN game, or I'm playing a local game, and I'm just looking at my ping, and my ping is like 3 bars. What the actual hell? I don't understand that at all. -3, -2, -1, and we're actually about to switch over into 0, and then at that point, here comes Iceolation to drag us back down, and then we're going to go back to 0. So it's just going to keep repeating, and we're gonna hover around that area. Cool. I'm back now. I'm back up to 5 bars. What? I don't get it. All right, whatever. So let's switch back to our code. All right. So you saw right there, basically I got to 0. I was at -1, then the code comes around and executes, and I basically instantly lose 10 temperature and then gain 11. So I was at -1, the code executes, and this right here, it looks at me and says like, yep, you're at -1 right here, you qualify for this block of code, scoreboard players operation at P temperature plus. So plus equals is basically we're going to grab temperature, and then we're going to add the equivalent of at P's armor value, which at P is just basically going to be that person. So it adds to your temperature score whatever your current armor value is, which is a simple and straightforward way of tracking insulation. I thought of having insulation be tracked in some other way, but having it be, I put some thought into it. I just having it be armor. Armor already in Minecraft protects you from stuff. Our factory cheered. Is it really isolation if we're working on it together? Isn't that ironic? Suppose it isn't. Oh, Moobot. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, people weren't really, nobody had played on the Ark server for like 3 months, and I decided to stop it because, well, yeah, nobody was playing on it. Arc is a lot of fun, but I notice kind of once you get set up, there's not that much to do in the game. And honestly, to be fair, vanilla Minecraft is very much the same. Um, at this point, I've had several vanilla Minecraft servers that I've operated, and people play on them for a few months, and then it just kind of dies out because people run out of things to do in Minecraft. They set up their bases, and then that's just kind of it. So, modded is way better, more to do. Yeah, I don't have it. For all these games I play, I frequently will mod them, and yet for whatever reason I just don't mod Minecraft. I think I know why. I think the reason I don't mess around with modded Minecraft is because I did at one point, and then my experience with it was kind of horrible. I ended up having my world, because everybody has their old Minecraft world that they've had forever, or maybe they don't. I don't know, but I did, and it was the same world. It was in from way back when, like back when leaves didn't decay, back before the Nether was in the game, pre-Nether. Uh, I don't remember what version exactly it was, but it was pretty early. Um, so anyway, I would get mods and stuff, and what happened was the game updated because Minecraft was constantly being updated, and some of the mods did not get updated, which left unsupported modded content in my map, which basically made my map not load. And I lost my world to it. Basically, it made me lose my world. So, yeah. Um, and because Minecraft was being updated so frequently, the mods would all constantly need updating, and so the experience for a player trying to use mods was not a very nice one. It wasn't like where, yeah. Also there wasn't really. I don't know if even Forge was a thing back then. It was just kind of like you put files directly in the game folder and hoped for the best, and it was yeah, yeah. Yeah, so basically, I'm not into mods because I played Minecraft from a very early point in the game where modding user experience was very, very poor, and it's kind of spoiled it for me. And so maybe I should try modded Minecraft and go back and at some point. Um, but anyway, let's get back to coding. All right, so we do the same thing, but this time it's the minimum score is 1 and the max is 1,000. So this time we're in the positive temperatures, and we're going to do the same thing, except we are going to subtract from temperature the value of their armor. So if you're in the negatives, your armor warms you up. If you're in the positives, your armor cools you down. Again, I know that like maybe it's not completely realistic, but this is Minecraft. There's no gravity except for certain blocks. So to hell with realism. It's elegant. It works. It makes sense. Armor protects you. Armor protects you from extreme temperatures too. It makes sense to the player because the gameplay mechanic that they already know and are used to translates into, okay, you have armor. Your armor protects you from fall damage, it protects you from fire damage, the armor protects you from monsters hitting you. Well, in this map, armor also protects you from extreme temperatures. And that just translates very well. And it's not some sort of hoopty. Oh, I guess I already have my own version of Dicky. I have hoopty. It's hoopty. I think there was a word. What was the word Matt Koval used to describe code that was very inefficient? And it was a specific word that I liked a lot. Kludgy. Kludgy. It was kludgy. Yeah, I like that word too. Kludgy. Can we expect to... there's a place with lava. Okay, so let me continue onwards. All right, so we've got our very basic temperature mechanics right here. This block of code right here is the very basics of it. Um, and so I can use this same code in other maps or in SHO, and all I need to do is determine what their ambient temperature is and then adjust the ambient temperature right here. And then determine how severe the temperature change is and adjust it here. So the more severe the temperature change, the higher value of armor you'll need to mitigate it. All right, next up, locate invisible armor stands with specific names and perform temperature changes near them. These armor stands may be viewed in spectator mode to locate them. That's just a note for myself. VAS equals Vechs armor stand, a prefix to greatly reduce the chance of name conflicts. This is, again, me just... I try to leave lots of comments to make it easy on myself when I come back and look at my own code. It's just good, when you're coding, it's just good habit to leave good comments. Useful command. /kill at E, type equals armor stand, radius equals 10. That's just how you actually get rid of these armor stands once you've placed them. And then another useful command, summon armor stand right on you. Custom name, Vast Warm, marker, 1B, invisible, invulnerable. Okay, pretty self-explanatory there. It just summons exactly what this says, an invisible armor stand with a specific name. All right, next up, we are going to execute at E, which is entity. So this line of code says we're going to make an entity execute something. The entity must be an armor stand, and its name must be Vast Warm. And then we're going to make that Vast Warm armor stand execute this code. Scoreboard players add at A, R equals 10, temperature 5. Pretty self-explanatory. It raises your temperature by 5. Vast Hot will do your temperature up by 10. Vast Large Warm will have a radius of 50 instead of 10, and it does 5. Vast Large Hot, radius 50, temperature 10. Cool, cold, large cold, do the same things, but the opposite. So, let's say I'm going to grab this, and I'm going to grab that code right there, and we're going to switch back to Minecraft. All right, so let's say there's an area of the game, and just something like this maybe. Let's grab some netherrack. All right, and boop. All right, cool. So we've got like a fire here that would maybe warm us up if we got near it. So we need to just tell the game that this is something that would keep the player warm. So we're just going to pop in here and spit in that code. And we have summoned an armor stand. So now if we stand near this fire, it is actually going to warm us up. So if we didn't have any armor on right now, so we don't have any armor on, we're losing 10 cold around. Uh-oh. So we got to come over here, and we get to the fire, and Iceolation is pretty cold. So, but the fire is now basically cut our temperature loss in half. So that's pretty cool. So this is how you, this is how I'm going to do this using an armor stand. So let's hop into spectator mode. And if you're in spectator mode, you can actually see the armor stand here. So that's how you can locate them. But it's an invisible armor stand that has no hitbox. So as far as the player is concerned, it's just, it doesn't exist. Like I think if I could fill this in, and break these blocks and fill it in and break the blocks. And no matter what I do, this armor stand is just going to sit here. So to get rid of it, you have to use the code to kill. You have to use the kill command to get rid of it. So that's pretty cool. I'll probably, if there's any, so my plan with isolation is obviously there's going to be warmer areas of the map, and then there's going to be colder areas of the map, areas where the cold gets more intense and more dangerous. And then there's a victory monument area. Isolation doesn't have a traditional victory monument, but mechanically it's got an area where you have a base that's safer, and there's a place to bring the stuff from the dungeons back to it. So it's a mechanical victory monument, although narratively it's not one. And that area will be warmer. So because isolation has a temperature of -10, if you have a hot area, it gives you +10, then you'll be neutral, and you won't lose any heat there. So my armor stand is still over here despite me breaking all that. So if I put on something that was, if I managed to come up with like 1, 3, 6 armor here. So now I've got my 6 armor plus the 5 from the fire that was there. Now I'm actually warming up, so that's pretty cool. Let's get rid of this armor stand now. We are going to grab this kill code right out of the function, because it's, there we go. And we just killed Vast Warm. And now we're freezing to death again. Yay! So let's put on, we've got 1, 3, 4. Let's put on that, and now we're neutral. Cool. All right, outstanding. Okay. Let's hop back to the code. And the last thing here that I've programmed so far is catch temperatures that are out of bounds and cap them at -1000 or +1000. So basically, we look for any player that has a temperature of less than -1000, and we put them at -1000. And then we look for anybody that's got a score of at least 1000, and we put them at 1000. So a very simple out of bounds catcher there that makes sure people don't go into crazy numbers. All right. So all of that means nothing without this next block, which I still need to program. And I don't know if I'll do all of it on stream, but we can start it. And so basically this is all code that I wrote between last week's stream and now. This is what I was working on, and it works really well. It went through several iterations, and I arrived at this code, and I think it's pretty elegant. It works quite well. It's short and concise and does what I want it to. It's not kludgy, as Matt Koval would say. Let's have a look at chat real quick. Lily Lowell says, "So much tech I don't get." Well, I just explained it. It's all fairly simple. But I suppose if you've never looked at Minecraft code before, then Andrew just subscribed. Hi, party can start now. Hi, Andrew. Welcome to here. Thank you for subscribing. I love you. Metaman says, "Hello, Vechs." Hello, Metaman. Hello, Finn. Hello, your name is dark blue on a black background. I can have trouble reading that. True to Chevy, I think is your name. Now I need to blow my nose real quick because I had some spicy Mexican food for lunch and it's making my nose run a little bit. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Somebody is asking about my code in chat. Should line 41 have a max in there somewhere? It keeps you at 1,000. Let's debug this and find out if that's the case. Finn just described. Code is looking great. Thank you, Finn Fafa. All right, so the concern is once you get to negative 1,000, it keeps you there. That's a great question. Let's see if that is indeed the case. So I guess I'll take off my armor and we'll do scoreboard players at P. Pardon me. Set at P temperature. All right, we're at negative 1,000. Okay. So now the map, because the map will not try to make me any colder. So what should happen here is I will gain well, I want a nice even number. Where's like there we go. 10. That's 10. Oh, it's out of sync. God dang it. But rather than breaking even, I am gaining 10 per round. And when it gets to negative 700, then I'll break even, because I'll be at map ambient. Okay, so does that put your concern to rest? I believe it's so you're worried if I was at, let's put me at 1,000. So I'm at 1,000 right now. Now, the armor is insulating me, but at the same time, isolation is cooling me. So both the armor and isolation's temperature are trying to drag me down to 0 and negative 700, respectively. True to Chevy says, no, I subscribed while he was blowing his nose. Oh. Pardon me. True to Chevy, thank you so much for subscribing. I love you. You're amazing. I really appreciate it. Okay, so that let's go to 1,001. Okay, did you see that at 1,001? I set it 1,001. Okay, it sets me to the error catcher catches me, takes me from 1,001 to 1,000. Then the next time the code comes through, we're back on to. So actually, let's set me to negative 1,500. Yeah. Yeah, it sets me to negative 1,000, and then the armor code begins executing there. So, yep, there we go. Cool. Let's test out if I die. All right, yeah, I'm still at this temperature. So, dying should probably put me back to 0. Probably. So yeah, that's a thing that should probably happen. Let's go back into the machine room down here. Doot, 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 doot. And pick up my stuff. So we'll work that out. It might be as easy as, well, that's a great question. Yeah. Yeah. Huh. So, I may need to use the death tracker to... Okay. Huh. Okay, we need some code that'll catch when you die and put you back to 0. Oh, damn. Oh, I got an idea. I have an idea. I got an idea. All right. Let's switch back to the code. All right. Go find. Let's use this block of code here, and we are going to identify players with 0 hit points and set their temperature to 0. So we're going to come here with this, and it's going to be score HP. If their score of HP is equal to 0, then we're going to set score of a player set at a score of temperature to 0. This should do it. That should do it. Shall we try it? Okay. So let's take off my armor again. We'll throw it in here. Blah. All right, outstanding. Okay, so now we're getting really cold, and let's say something kills us. So /kill. Bugget! So my HP should be 0 right now. So no. Is it because I'm in creative mode? Game mode S. Die me! Bugget! So my HP looks like it's 0 right there. No? Okay. Damn it. I thought that was going to be a simple solution. Slash effect at p weather 99. Die me! Die! You must die. Die. Die! Die, damn it! Blah! No, okay. Definitely doesn't work. Damn it! Oh, in chat, Alfactory says at Vechs, score HPs less than or equal to 0. Oh, that's cute. Um, yeah, Alfactory, it's cute that you think less than or equal to is actually a thing that Minecraft uses. Um, yeah, that's adorable. No. No. No, Minecraft has to be kludgy, remember? It has to be kludgy, it has to be dicky, it has to be hoopty, whatever slang you want to use for it. It has to be obtuse and inefficient and derpy. All right, so Little Blast has suggested what I was already thinking about but didn't want to do. That's why I was trying to do the hit point thing. Little Blast has suggested just grabbing a death equals 1, setting their temperature to 0, and then making deaths equal go back to 0. Yes, that will work. That is the sledgehammer method, but I didn't want to do that in case players wanted to set up a death counter. However, I care more about making temperature work properly than I do a just death counter, because a death counter is not really. I mean, it's neat, but you know, it's kind of whatever, right? Um, use tags. Oh, tags. All right. Would that prevent a death counter scoreboard from working though? It uh, it kind of will, I believe. You can have multiple death counters. Um. So how does that work? Uh, I'm jumping around the command blocks again. Um, okay. Uh, what is death changed a dummy? Then you set the dummy to 0. Two counters, huh? All right. Scoreboard. Oh, somebody's Skyping me. Who's Skyping me? Oh, banana. All right, let's head back into Minecraft. So scoreboard, objectives, add. Huh. Just use the command to give scoreboard for deaths twice. Could you do it if the death counter goes up by 1, the temp resets, but have a different name for both? See, like, the problem with that is I just don't really care about death counters at all. So that's kind of a bad thing. Um, so now I would be coding something for, like, people to turn on randomly if. Yeah, right, okay. How about this? How about I just start and get the basic version coded to make sure it works, and then later I can, like, kill myself trying to code something that only a small amount of people will end up using. Great. Grr, I say. I grr in your general direction. Okay. Objective add. What should we call this? Deaths. And why is this scoreboard object? Objects. God Almighty. Objectives. Add deaths. I was wondering why that wasn't. Is it just deaths? It is just death, isn't it? Death count. All right. So, you know what? Let's have this be death count is death count. We'll keep it the exact same as the thing. All right. Cool. Blop. There we go. Okay. Now, so we're tracking deaths. All right. Scoreboard, players, list, Vechs. Wool total 0, temperature, HP, armor, timer. Oh, okay, fine. Alright. Yeah, death count is 1. Outstanding. Okay. Alright, let's switch back to the code. Alright. Scoreboard player set at a death count. Death count. I think what I want is... Hold on a second. Hold on a hot minute. Huh. Never mind. Okay, never mind. Score death count is, and I probably want to use no, you need death count min. At least, if you have at least 1 death, we're going to set your temperature to 0, and then immediately after that, we will set your death count back to 0. Okay, so from here I can plug in there a way to increment another death counter. Okay, yeah. I can use yeah. Okay. Okay. No. I got it. Let me switch back to Minecraft. Slash scoreboard objectives add death counter dummy. Cool. So then scoreboard player. No, we can just copy this again, I think. Okay, so we're going to find everybody that has a death count of at least 1, set their temperature to 0. Then we're going to find everybody that has a death count of at least 1, and then we are going to no, we need an execution command here. No, we need this one. So I'll just copy that command. All right, scoreboard players add at temperature, no, death count of at least 1. We don't need this part here. Then, okay, so we're going to set the and what did I name it? Death counter. Death counter. So death counter 1. There you go. There you go. I believe that does it. All right, so we have actual death count. Then we've got a dummy called death counter. So let's walk through this again. Scoreboard player set at a. If you've got at least 1 real death, we're going to put your temperature to 0. Then if you've got at least 1 real death, we're going to put your death counter dummy variable, add 1 to it. Then we're going to set your real death count back to 0. That does it, I think. Save, and oh my gosh. Guys, I think my HP thing actually may have worked. I forgot to reload. I forgot to reload the function. I think my HP thing may have actually worked, by the way. I have to test it. I have to, hold on a sec. I have to go back and test it now. Let's comment out these. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Scoreboard player set at a score of HP. If you have at least 0, if you have 0 HP or less, then set temperature to 0. Okay, save. Back to Minecraft. Reload. Oh my god. Oh my god, I forgot to reload it. I never reloaded it. So I'm at negative 700. Kill me. No? Does killing me not set my HP to 0? Game mode S. Effect Vechs Minecraft Wither. 99. Kill me! HP. Oh yeah, my HP's dropping. HP's 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm dead. I am of the dead. Alright, okay, no, never mind. It doesn't work. I wonder why it doesn't work. Does your HP hit 0, then you're dead, and then while you're dead, your HP... I think while you're dead, your HP must not be 0. It must be... That's interesting. Huh. Or maybe when you're dead, you don't exist for a command to work on you. Huh. Also interesting. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. Cool. Alright, it doesn't work. I feel better now. I feel better. I thought it was because I didn't reload. If it had worked, I would have been really annoyed that, like... Actually, I would have been a little happy that my elegant solution worked, but... This is interesting because it means that when you're dead, your HP must not be 0. Which is weird and doesn't make sense, but... Like we said and acknowledged earlier, Minecraft is hoopty and kludgy and derpy and slightly retarded sometimes. It's Minecraft coding logic. But yeah, I come from a C coding background, is what I used to program in, C++, and coming to Minecraft, it's like having to relearn programming all over again because it's just like to do simple things like x equals 5. No, you can't do that kind of crap. You just no. It's just trust me, it's hoopty. If you're not a programmer, just know that Minecraft coding is hoopty. If you are a programmer, then you just already know. Just yeah. Yeah, I used to make like text-based RPG games in C++. I remember sitting there and playing the games I made. Like you would, I'd always end up playing like a monk and making like a dex-based build, and I'd go out. It was all text-based, so like it was like you hit the X for X damage, and the thing hits you for X damage, and like that kind of thing. And then I remember going outside of town and like hunting monsters and getting treasure and gold and buying stuff. It was fun. It was almost kind of like a play. It played fairly fast-paced, like a text-based Diablo. Like you just run up and whoop up, whoop monsters, and yeah, it was fun. I liked it. All right, what was I doing? Ah, right, we're switching back to the code. Bloop. Okay, so this HP thing just does not work. All right. I'm fairly sure that what I've written here will work perfectly, though. All right, so let's save that. Then switch back to Minecraft. Reload. Remember to reload. You always got to reload. And then let's... Wait, what? Oh, right, my death counter. That's right. I had already died once, and it just worked. It just worked. We just watched it work. My death counter is yes. I have one death, and my actual death count. My death count is 0, but then like my death counter is 1. So let's kill myself. And then make my temperature go to 0, please. Thank you. And then now I've got 0 death count, and then my death counter is 2. Congratulations to us. It works. So when you die, your temperature goes back to 0. It's amazing. Outstanding. I'm going to kill myself again. Cool. Outstanding. I think, however, we might want to go back to the code. Oh, no, never mind. Never mind. It's okay. It's okay. I was just thinking we should move this block of code here up to give it more priority, but then I realized that all the negative effects from extreme temperatures are going to be below it, so that's fine. So right here, you'll go back to 0 temperature, and then you'll roll into... I was worried that if you were at like negative 1,000, and it would just instantly kill you. Like, it would be killing you before your temperature went back to 0 in the code, so you get stuck in a loop, but this is fine. Yeah, this is fine. All right, cool. Uh, so, um, all right. So we're down into the call functions that perform temperature-based effects based on temperature. I guess they would be temperature-based effects too. That's also correct. I'm not going to use any nausea effects because a lot of comments on YouTube requested it. People did not like the nausea effect in Minecraft. It makes them actually sick in real life, which I understand. That's fine. Basically, I'm thinking what we'll be going with is increasing levels of hunger and slowness and eventually poison, mining fatigue, and finally wither at the extreme end. So basically, all the most of the debuffs. Um, yeah, most of the debuffs. I'm thinking that like cold would make you slower, and then I'm thinking like doing something a bit different for heat. For heat, I might do like I mean, I guess being overheated would also slow you down, huh? But I was thinking of doing mining fatigue to slow your swing speed down. And I was thinking maybe coldness would make you start going blind as you're getting like sleepy, whereas heat would. Heat might make you nauseous actually, but yeah, I don't know. I'll think of something. Yeah, that's what I was. Mining fatigue is negative haste, I believe, right? Crystal Keepers have nausea removed. No. I mean, maybe. Yeah, heat can make you feel really sick. So it would make sense for heat to give you nausea, but players have asked that to not be in the game. Um, and that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. People in the Twitch chat are also agreeing that they don't want nausea. Okay, cool. I don't know. Maybe blindness to simulate nausea. It's Like, I would really want to use nausea, but I understand people not wanting it. Um, yeah. I was kind of thinking that, like, heat would also kind of drain your hunger away because you're getting thirsty. There's no drinking water in Minecraft. Uh, at high temps, set them on fire. Can you set, Samir, I have a question. Is there a command to set somebody on fire without causing fire in the environment? Because that would be fantastic. Is there a command to just light somebody on fire with a command? Oh, summon a fire arrow inside of them. Interesting. Let's see. I'm going to Google it real quick. I guess I'll leave you guys looking at this code if that's okay. Minecraft set player on fire using command. Set players on fire. Oh, this is a YouTube video. Entity data doesn't work on players. Well, balls. Huh. Ah, yeah, it's summon. Yeah, okay. This guy's summoning an arrow. Um, let's see. So let's just try this. I'll grab this command. Thank you. This guy didn't put the command in the description of the video. Somebody in the comments did. Oh, doesn't work in 112. Really? Uh. All right. How do I summon a fire arrow? Because that's basically we need to summon a fire arrow inside of them. Um. Execute at A. Summon arrow fire. Okay. Sure. I'll try that. All right. Let's see here. Let's switch back to Minecraft. Yep. Back to Minecraft. All right. So well, let's just do at P for now. Okay. So I have to summon it. Okay, I need to summon it. I need to get rid of the one. It summons it inside of me, basically. So that works pretty well. Yeah, so basically when you get to extreme amounts of heat, you just catch on fire. And I suppose this works pretty well. Can this be just like, does this need to be 32,000 seconds? Like if this was like 120 seconds, does that still fine? Yeah, that definitely worked. See, that missed me. Interesting. Okay. What if I summon it like one here? Why is it not hitting me? Okay, so... But if I summon it like that, it hits me. If I stand on the snow, it does hit me. Okay, if I stand on this, does it hit me? Yeah. Okay, so it, you know, maybe the behavior is a little interesting, but it works. Cool. I thought you can just light a player on fire. Does it work if you're running? Um, okay, great idea. Effect, Vechs, Minecraft regen. I need like regen for a lot. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's give Vechs. Well, first let's go. Let's see. Let's head back to the room down here, so I don't mess up my nice clean uh, spawn area. All right. Back into survival mode or creative mode. I need actually. Let's grab a command block and just throw it down. Repeating, unconditional, redstone. Grab a lever. Pull the lever, Kronk. Long lever. All right. So we're gonna do that, and then I feel like I should put this up to a clock or something because this is gonna be. Oh, that's nuts. Yeah, Yep. Yep. Okay. We're yep. Okay. Yep. All right. Yep. Thank you. Well, that's kind of awesome actually. Hey, I got an idea. Why don't we just throw this into the function? It comes every 3 seconds. Every 3 seconds is fine. Uh, let's just throw that in the code /execute blah blah blah. There we go. I'll save that and reload it, and so every 3 seconds, it should fart out an arrow on me. And I'll go into survival mode here. All right, I'm walking. I'm walking. Yep, I'm pooping out arrows. If I stop, does it nail me? Now it's not hitting me. Oh, a little out of sync there, huh? So for whatever reason, it's the same command. It's the exact same command, but now it's just like not hitting me. Now it hit me. All right. Let's give it like, let's summon it like maybe 0.2, maybe 0.5. Let's try and summon it 0.5, 0.5 up in the air, and see if that changes its behavior at all. Now it's summoning like right inside my body. Ooh, our chat channel was just flooded by some sort of random spam bot. Ree! Kill it, Quiche! Get it! Quiche! Get it! Get it, Quiche! Get it! Get him! Yeah, good girl, you got him. Zelish Quiche banned, blah. Ban. Moobot's got our backs. We have our own robot. We use a robot to fight robots. Outstanding. So this kind of works. It kind of doesn't work, though. Like, if you're just standing there, it doesn't really do anything, and then you just start pooping on arrows. I mean, that's less than ideal. I think what they need is velocity. How do I give them some upwards velocity? I don't. Let me go to MC Stacker and yeah, hold on. I'll just go to MC Stacker and grab this. You guys can watch me fart out arrows for a second. MC Stacker. Summon a arrow. Let's see. Yeah, summon an arrow. Ah, there it is. Okay. So I want Y motion. And I want Y motion. And how much Y motion do I want to give it? Like 0.1? So, yeah. I think like that. Save. Reload. So it should shoot the arrow up. Yeah, now it's got a little bit of upward momentum, but it's still not hitting me. I don't understand. It's like clipped inside of me. Why is it not hitting me? All right, let's increase the let's maybe triple the upward Y motion and see if that helps. And let's also switch back to chat so I can see chat. All right. Reload. So the arrow should go up a bit more now. Why is this bloody thing not hitting me? As in Gamers Cheered. Thank you. Appreciate it. Can you set the block where the head of the player is as fire? I don't want to be doing anything like that in case I want to use this in SHO or adventure maps where I don't want blocks placed. Oh, that hit me. That also hit me. That also hit me. All right, let's make it summon the arrow up a bit higher. Like this. Oh wait, I got an idea. What if it summoned the arrow up too high and then had negative downwards momentum and it like shot down at me? What if... How does this work? Well, it's definitely shooting down at me, but it's just not hitting me. Oh, that's hitting me. Thunk. Oh, that's... Yeah, ow. 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 I fixed it. Ow. Only question is, what happens if I... Please, God, no! Don't... Oh, God! Oh, why? Why have you forsaken me? I am being smited. Oh, gosh. Alright, I need something to, save me from the wrath. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's hide myself. Does this stop it? That stops it, actually. Does this stop it? Huh. Okay. You can't pick these arrows up, Fenari. So... Even if you're running, it still hits you. I can make it... I'm pretty sure if I set the momentum even more, it will haul ass and just nail you. And I'm going to reload. So the arrow should just come, like, super fast at me right here. Yeah, I can't outrun this anymore. Maybe I can if I sprint jump. Maybe I can't if I sprint jump. Maybe that was a fluke. Oh, God. Yeah, it's nailing me. Okay, so... Here's the question. How high does the arrow need to be to reliably hit me? That's what I'm curious about. Alright. Let's summon it up 1. Just 1 above. I don't think this does hit me. Let's reload. Yeah, okay, this does not work. Alright, let's raise it up. 1.5. Save, reload. Nope, doesn't hit me. Vechs, try a shield. Okay, I will in a second. Does not hit me. Okay. 1.8. Save. Reload. 1.8. Nope. Okay. 2.0. Save. Reload. Well, I jumped there. Okay. Alright, 2.2. Save. Reload. We're doing science. Yep. Yep. Nailing me. Help me block! Help me! Oh God, the block doesn't help me anymore, guys! It's not helping me! Jam your head in the block, quick! Quick! No! I fixed it. You can't mess it up with a block now. Ah! Alright, shield time, huh? Let's see what a shield says about this. Can you block the raging heat with your shield? Is that what we're doing? We're going to try to block the heat with our shield. Alright, let's go back into survival mode and raise our shield and look upwards. No, the shield does jack shit. You can't stop it with a shield, quiche. Oh, wait a minute. I hit it. Oh. Oh, wait a minute there. Hold on. Nope, that still hit me. You can sometimes block it with a shield, but it's what angle do I have to turn this? It's a very specific spot. If you I'm blocking it. Okay, if you back up slowly with the shield upright, you block it, but it still lights you on fire. You can't stop being lit on fire, which is the entire point. So, Quiche, you can't save yourself from the fire by using a shield. Yep. Well, guys, we have perfected the burning to death because of extreme heat. You get so hot that, like, arrows spontaneously erupt from your skin. Don't think too hard about it. I just want you to be on fire. I just want you to be on fire, okay? For those wondering what the command is to elegantly do this and not get blocked by... let's comment this out. We're definitely reusing this command, though, lower in the chain of events. Here is the command right there. Let's... Can you guys see that clearly? I'll press enter. There you go. Execute at P tilde 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 summon arrow tilde tilde 2.2 tilde motion motion colon bracket -1 on the Y, and then comma fire colon 120 seconds in the brackets. There you go. That's it. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I like it. I like it. Let's reload and turn those arrows off. Damn it. Those are annoying. That is motivation to not overheat. Alright. Cool. I think we got a lot done today, guys. That was very productive. We learned an important piece of new technology. We learned a way to set players on fire using a command block. And then we tested it and found a way to perfect it until it was pretty reliable. I am very happy with that. And I showed off the armor stands that can be used to have areas of lava or fire on the ice map to warm you up, as well as maybe in other maps that might need cool areas to cool you down. I would also like to, I think in our next live stream session, let's switch back to the code. There's the command right there in code, by the way, commented out in case you were wondering. Why don't we also attempt to identify players who are swimming and cool them down a bit? I think that'd be cool. Attempt to identify players who are swimming and cool them down. What do you guys think? Because I love the idea of a hot map and you have to jump in the water and cool yourself down a bit. But I have to confess, my nose keeps running and my throat's getting tight. I'm kind of worried I'm getting sick, so I'm going to give myself a break if that's okay with you guys. I normally stream for an hour to 2 hours, and we're coming up on the hour and 30-minute mark. So, yeah. Yeah. Sunburn Islands 2 confirmed. Maybe. Yep. Yep. I would love to modernize Sunburn Islands and re-release it. I might just remake it. Just remake the whole thing. And make the heat be what you need to deal with. I think that'd be really cool. Or hot, as it may be. All right, I'm going to take a break here. Thank you so much for tuning into the stream. I love you guys, and yeah, I'll see you in Iceolation, and we can all play it and freeze to death. It'll be great. All right, later, peeps. Oh wait, no, that's not my sign off. My correct sign off is thank you very much for watching. Until next time, as always, take it easy.